Welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the FIU Panthers and the Toledo Rockets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Hey guys, catching up with the FIU head coach before the game. The big storyline to keep your eyes on today, they are without their starting running back. Their backup has not had any touches yet this season, so this will be new. It's going to be fast and furious to start this first quarter. He challenged his offensive lineman in the locker room before the game. Make sure he's comfortable, give him time to make his reads. Let's all work together to start this game. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Panthers kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. And the Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Levis. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. It's complete to the right.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Guys, let's chat about Toledo. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of 5-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough. And then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interested to see how they do in developing these guys.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Changing the routes with his receivers. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Rockets! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Wants to throw on first. Keeping his eyes downfield. They get to him as he throws. Soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Powers through the defender. Long way to go on 2nd down. He's going to throw it again. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one. On target over the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on 1st down. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Panthers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back on 1st down. Look out! Just gets rid of that one.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Levis. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They booted away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. Makes the catch and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Spinderella. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Second and long here. Snap in the shotgun. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Rockets offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and 6 yards to go. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good, talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got it himself. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Levis. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just got rid of that one.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Rockets decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. All the way back to the 15. He gets a block. Smashes through the tackle. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for running room. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Sees an alley. Turning it on. He now has 72 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida International.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Levis. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The kick is on its way. Making his first move. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Got to make the play on fourth. Looking long. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, FIU. Rolled his way into the end zone.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Straight ahead, it's Levis. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the number 24 team, the Texas Longhorns.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
And it's Ball State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Ford International comes out to start this drive.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Rush is on. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking deep. Grabs it inside the 10. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? First down for this offense. Keeps it himself. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Racing down the left side. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Toledo.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Hand it to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Rush right in his face. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Off-play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
3rd and goal for the offense. Stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Quick completion on the out route. Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a first down and maybe the start of a long drive.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. And an out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line. 1st and 10. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
right back to the well. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Go! Escape! Spear! Hey, spear!
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. FIU pushing tempo. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Extending the play. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Panthers! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Working the middle, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Found a seam on the left. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rockets! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the point after is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down. A big gain. Option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, there's a crease. The 20, the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Inside the 10, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free. He's
on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
Driven back. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Making the adjustment. Looking to throw on third. Under pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Wilson. Replace. Splinter. Iron. Spear. Hammer.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in.
Ready. Go.
He's looking to pass. Still looking. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Long way to go on second down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Circuit. Dunham. Hey, Dunham.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. It's a running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Second down to the air. Whip it out to the back on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got rid of it just in time.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down.
Venom!
Looking to throw. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing. Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down. FIU pushing tempo.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep.
He wants to go deep. Upstairs, he's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. If there's time to pad the stats. Oh, pressure's coming. At the 35, he's got room. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it.